Over 20 years ago, I made the best decision of my life. I was down as down could be. I was living in a high-rise in downtown Vancouver, British Columbia, working on the stock market. We were taking limos to nightclubs. We were partying our faces off, driving around in our bosses' Ferraris during the day, and just living this high life of fast money, fast girls, fast cars, you name it. But I was so shallow and so empty, just broken inside with so much pain, and no matter what I tried to fill myself with, it would always fall short of giving me true contentment and satisfaction. And I had this longing to fill this part of my heart that it just would not fill with all the drugs, all the alcohol, all the partying, all the women. Just didn't work. And I went back to my hometown of Penticton for New Year's Eve, and was partying, went out, had a crazy night, drank a lot of booze, popped some pills, slept with some random woman, and was back at my parents' house the next morning. My dad was a pastor, and he used to be a barber before pastoring, and I was getting a haircut before boarding the plane to head back to Vancouver. And he said to me, "Son, why don't you give your heart back to Jesus?" And I said to him, "Dad, because that's for old people and people who have their stuff together. And I am not one of those people that have my stuff together. I am literally, a mess in just so much pain. I was suicidal, you name it." And he said to me, "Son, Jesus will get right down in the mud of your life, and he will meet you right where you're at. Just pray the sinner's prayer with me, pray together, accept Jesus back into your heart, back into your life, and let him move. Let him heal you and change you, and he'll get right down in that mud with you, and he'll help you." And so right there in my dad's barber chair, I gave my heart back to Jesus and boarded a flight, headed back to Vancouver, sat beside a large black man who asked me how I was doing. And I said, "Actually, I'm doing really shitty." And he said, "Why is that, son?" And I started to talk to him, and keep in mind, I probably smelled like alcohol from the night before and was, a mess. And it didn't bother him one bit. He just loved on me the whole flight and talked to me about Jesus and how much Jesus loved me and cared for me. And it was amazing. I got back to the tarmac, and he handed me his card and said to give him a call if I ever needed anything. And apparently the guy's name was Bishop T.D. Jakes, which I had no clue who he was at that time. I'd looked at his card and said, "Oh, right on, you're a bishop. That's great. Thanks for your time." And I rocked off. It took me a while, honestly. It was not an overnight change for me. Definitely the Lord was working on my heart. But it was a 2.5-year road of a lot of bumps on the way. And so I just want to encourage all the parents out there that have prodigal sons and daughters. Pray for them. Go to war for them. They are absolutely at war. The devil is trying to kill them. The devil is trying to take their life from them. Fast, pray, get on your knees. Man, this is warfare. This is life or death for your prodigals. And if you're a prodigal, I want to say, man, I was one. I was a pastor's kid, and I was probably one of the craziest dudes in my city for quite a few years. And I was up to all sorts of shenanigans and things that were no good. But man, God just worked on me for 2.5 years. It took, and I actually ended up getting stabbed at a party, and that's what changed my life. And because of that incident, that's really what grabbed my attention and got me sober-minded and was like, man, I either change or I die. And so it was a bumpy road, but Man, it's been 22 years since I've touched drugs, since I've been in that scene of partying, and God has just transformed my life. Is it all easy? No. Is there tons of pain and issues and troubles in life? Absolutely. But God is with me through it. And man, as I walk with him and as I know him and as I encounter him on a daily basis, I just know how good he is and how much he loves me. And if he can do it for me, he can do it for any of you prodigal sons or daughters out there. Man, don't wait. You do not know if you'll get tomorrow, and you don't want to go to a bad place when you take your final breath. So man, get right with God. Say that prayer. Don't worry about being perfect. Find a church that'll accept you as you are, and that will walk with you. Man, like I said, if you have kids that are out there that are struggling, that are on the streets, pray for them. Get serious. Fast for them. Be on your knees crying out to heaven for them. God hears us. The whole Bible talks about how God hears us, how he loves us, how he takes action on our behalf. So be encouraged. Step up in your faith. Man, come back to Jesus. Say that prayer. Just cry out. Doesn't have to be fancy. Say, Jesus Christ, save me. I need you. Come. And he'll come. He did for me. He'll do it for you. Be encouraged.